I'd like to give a big shout out to Touchdown Digital for sponsoring this week's video. Well, hi everyone, so glad to have you all back here. This is just a quick video on a recent event that took place a few hours ago here in Wentworth Falls, and unfortunately we've had 2 deaths here in the National Park here at Wentworth Falls along one of the many trails or walks through this area. Now, this is a tragedy beyond anybody's description. A man and a young boy have lost their lives through a landslide whilst they were walking along one of the hiking trails here in Wentworth Falls. Now, anybody who knows this area like I do, like the back of my hand, would automatically know that with the amount of rain we've had here in this area over the last 4 to 5 weeks, the ground has become sodden. It's just so soft, and any pressure that is put on these trails or tracks or hiking trails can lead to landslides, and unfortunately that's what's happened here today. A very, very sad story, a tragedy beyond belief for the families involved. But if you're an experienced bushwalker, I think you would automatically know that coming into these areas you have to take precautions, or in other words, you just don't come here. So if you're in Sydney and you're watching this video, I strongly suggest you don't come up to this area of the Blue Mountains for at least 4 to 6 weeks. Give the area time to dry out. Now, as I said, 2 people have lost their lives here unnecessarily. Just a tragedy beyond belief. And it's very, very sad, and it puts a bit of a scar on this most magnificent area here. So the police and the rescue were here all day retrieving. It was a retrieval, not a rescue. One fellow sustained injuries who I believe is still in hospital. They were with a group of people, and whether they are equipped or not, I can't say. I'm unable to verify that. However, I, for one, have not photographed this area since the rain bomb started here. It's just too dangerous. It's too risky. You can walk along these tracks and then the whole mountainside will give way, and you're never coming back. You will die here, unfortunately, like these 2 people did. And as I said, it's a tragedy beyond belief. So if you're in Sydney or in New South Wales and you come into this area over the school holidays, which we want you to come here because obviously the Blue Mountains is a tourist destination, especially here in the Wentworth Falls area, these trails and hiking trails and tracks attract a lot of people. Now, unfortunately, a lot of people that come up here are ill-equipped, or they don't know the area, or they just don't come with the right equipment, or they don't study the maps or the weather reports. I'm giving everyone a free tip now that is watching this video that want to come up to the mountains, but I strongly suggest, forget about hiking these trails here. Do the ones that are fully concreted all the way through, around the Three Sisters area, Echo Point. But anything beyond that, these trails have been washed away and the ground is super unstable. We have trees here that are thousands of years old, and when we have a lot of rain like we had in the last 4 weeks here in the mountains, these trees with a slight breeze will just fall over because there's no strength in the ground to hold the root system of these trees. And when they come down, they cause havoc. And if you're underneath one of them, well, unfortunately, there's a good chance you won't make it out. So once again, there's been 2 deaths here, which is very, very sad indeed. And my heart goes out to the family of those people. And it's just a tragedy which it's so hard to comprehend here. This is a close-knit community here, and we love the area. But we want people to come here, but we also want you to be safe. So if you do come up here in the next 4 to 6 weeks, and we've got Easter and school holidays just about to knock on our front doors here, please be safe. Please go to the National Parks website and have a look at the information there, the closed trails or trails that have been, deemed to be too dangerous. All that information is available to you. Don't be lazy. Check out the area before you bring your family here. We want you to come up here in the Blue Mountains and enjoy your time in this most pristine environment here in this country. But we want you to enjoy it, but enjoy it in safety. Don't put yourself or your family at risk. Some of the waterfalls here and where this incident took place, there's 3 or 4 or maybe 5 waterfalls, and I know for a fact that they are just so dangerous at the moment. The volume of water that is coming over the cliff tops, down through the gullies, and then into the waterfalls is just astronomical, and it hasn't eased because we're copping a lot of water obviously from further out west. So it's going to be a few weeks before this area comes back to being able to experience or enjoy. But the ground needs time to dry out. Let nature do its healing. So once again, a tragedy here, which I'm sorry to report if you haven't seen the news. 2 people have lost their lives, which is, as I said, just a tragedy. It puts a scar on this beautiful area, unfortunately, for everybody concerned. So if you do come up here, I plead with you, forget about hiking these trails, especially the deeper ones, the ones that are virtually off the beaten track. Even the ones that are fairly well marked have sustained substantial damage through landslides, mud, water flow. Everything has been the landscape's been turned upside down here. You have to, it's hard for me to explain to you, but you have to come here to experience what I've witnessed here in the last 3 or 4 weeks. So yeah, it's quite treacherous even still, and it probably will be for the next 4 to 6 weeks. There's trails here that may not open for some months, well, many months ahead. They'll be closed due to safety reasons, and unfortunately an incident took place earlier today. So I just thought I'd put that out there. I love this area. I live and breathe this area here, and I'm very proud of what we have here, and I'm very proud to show people this. I earn a living here, so I'm proud of it. But please, I plead with you, if you come up here, please be safe, enjoy the area, but enjoy it in safety and comfort. Don't put yourself and your family at risk. Also to the rescuers, the tolled helicopter, the police rescue, SES, all these people put their lives at risk to rescue you. So keep in mind how they feel as well. So this is a very important message I feel I had to put out there on my channel here on YouTube. Once again, the Blue Mountains of New South Wales really is a no-go situation for hikers or walkers at this present stage because of the weather event that has taken place in the last 4 to 6 weeks here in New South Wales. So please have fun when you come here. We want you to come here, spend a bit of money and enjoy the area, but please do it with safety in mind. So that's it for another episode of Sniper Photography. If you'd just like to make a comment or any remarks, please put them down below and I'll get back to you very shortly. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button, the bell next door. It means a lot to me for your support. If you have subscribed to this channel, thank you for your support. It also means a lot to me. So that's it for another episode of Sniper Photography. And as I always say on this very sad night, please be careful. Be nice to yourself, family and friends. Give your loved ones a big hug after watching this video. But keep smiling. Bye for now.